and welcome to a new edition of Congratulations, You're In. Throughout each episode, we explore together the many steps that you, as a Montgomery County High School student, may encounter before, during, and after your college application process. Together, we want to guide you towards reading those fantastic words, Congratulations, You're In. I'm Tony Spearman-Leach, your host, and joining us today is President-elect of the Maryland School Counselor Association, Edward Reed. Ed, I want to thank you for joining us again. You and I have worked really hard to get these students to this point, and this is a difficult discussion because we are now going to get to, oh my gosh, we got to a decision. And there's still more to talk about, but here today, we have received our acceptance letter or our acceptance email from one or multiple schools. But what does that really mean? I see the word congratulations. I'm in. So what? You tell us.
So what? Tony, first of all, thanks for having me on your show again. And so let's just dive right into it. You got that letter that says congratulations, you're in, and you got that email. Mm-hmm. But you know what? You applied to more than one school.
Absolutely. Today's students, 5, 10, 12, 15.
I've had some go 17 and 20 over the years. And so, but now you have to make a decision. And so now it's starting to become very real.
Okay.
And so in this, you have to have a system in place where you can say, okay, what are the variables that I need to take in consideration? Number one variable, cost.
Cost?
Cost.
Oh, you mean I have my Lexus, I have my Toyota, I have my VW?
You have your bus pass.
I have my bus pass, right.
But on the serious side, we have to look at cost.
Okay.
You have to look at the program that you want to study at that university that you got accepted, and now you have these multiple offers. So now you have to begin to look at what is the strength of the program that you were accepted in. But you also, if you have not already gone to visit the school, then you want to plan out a visit.
Okay.
You want to get down there one more time to make sure you're comfortable with the location. You want to begin to look at the class size. You want to look at the culture of the university. Okay. Is this an environment that is conducive to my success? Will I, not anybody else, but will I be able to strive at this university, and does it fit within the budget that I've set up?
So there's two factors you've just laid out. This time it really is about me, but at the same time, can I afford?
Can I afford
what's all about me?
Right.
So I've gotten this acceptance letter. Is that acceptance letter permanent? Are there terms to it? What really is happening? What does being accepted mean?
Being accepted means that there's a condition. Because being accepted and being admitted to the school, most of the letters that I've read over all these years, there's a little catch in there. And that catch is there's a contingency clause.
So what is the string that's within
the string that's within that? And I want all you seniors to listen up, parents too. Some folks go through, they have what we call senioritis.
Right.
Or senior slump. All right, and it typically happens right about now where they feel like, hey, I'm in AP testing right as we speak. Today I had AP test. But what happens is that the university will give you an admittance letter on the condition that you will continue to perform at the same level you were performing when they accepted you. I'll put it to you plain.
So I must maintain a level of excellence?
You must maintain a level of excellence. Tony, tell you a quick story, true story. Had a student got accepted into Georgetown University. Student came to see me in August. And the student said, Mr. Reed, I just got this letter and it said my admissions had been rescinded. And he said, can they do that? I said, yes, they can do that. When I told you, you got to stay on top of your grades, you got to stay on top of your attendance, you can't just check out because that final transcript is mailed to the university. And so I've also read, Tony, I've read emails that universities have sent expressing their concern, and they needed the student to explain what happened.
Ed, I want you to hold that thought. Thank you for your candor and experience and helping our Montgomery County students as they undertake their college applications adventure. You indeed remind us why students in Montgomery County continue to be an outstanding example for the rest of the United States. Right now, we really do need to take a brief break, and then we'll be right back with more information to help you right here on Congratulations, You're In.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science, become the mayor or something, make the situation better for other people. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
No more pencils, no more books.
No more teachers' dirty looks.
School's out for summer.
School's out forever.
School's out with fever.
School's out completely.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%. And it can happen in every place.
School's out for summer.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org because great things happen when we live united.
Hello and welcome back to our special edition of Congratulations, You're In. The president-elect of the Maryland School Counselor Association, Edward Reed, is sharing his experience with us toward making your professional dreams of today your reality tomorrow. Ed, you were telling this phenomenal story that students and parents really need to hear about a student who had gotten their acceptance letter, they didn't pay attention to understanding the terms of the acceptance letter, got senioritis, the senior slump, and paid the price. Tell us more about that.
And so once again, what happened, the student came to see me in August. And the student, this was a kid who went to a local university, got accepted to Georgetown University. Strong student, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, but then those grades came in.
Absolutely.
After the final transcript went in.
Absolutely.
And now before that, when I was this student's high school counselor, you're monitoring what's going on, you're looking at grades, and you see that this kid is headed down a slippery slope. So a couple of words of wisdom. Number one, don't let up just because you think that you've arrived. Because you got accepted does not mean that you're totally in yet.
You reached your dream, but you still have to work for it.
You have to work, you have to earn it, you have to maintain it.
That's correct.
And so you cannot buy into the hype. Now here's one of the other problems. Now, some kids who might have got into a school that might be less competitive, and they might be able to get away with some of the sliding down that slope.
Absolutely.
And they might do some things that you can't do because the university that you put your deposit in, the one that you've been accepted to, their standards might be different. And so I would tell anyone, read the fine print. Let's read the fine print and understanding what that letter really says. And the other thing I would tell you, go sit down and talk to your school counselor. Montgomery County has excellent school counselors. And so sit down and talk to your school counselor and ask, what exactly does this mean? But Tony, if we could go back looking at the acceptance letters, now what? The other piece is that just because you got accepted into a university, you also got to think, what happens after the university? And so I encourage parents and students, really students, because the student has to earn that. Go to the university, find out who comes to recruit from this university.
Absolutely.
Who are your business partners?
Absolutely.
What are the students doing who graduate from this university? Now this becomes very real. It's no longer, well, let me see if I can get in. You got in, congratulations, you're in. Now what? So now you have your list of schools. Now you have to make a decision. Earlier I said, look at the cost. The other piece I said, look at the environment. Is this an environment that's conducive to your personal success? The next piece you want to look at, who are the partners who's recruiting, because the idea is not just to go to college. The idea is to do something
Succeed beyond
after
college.
you
That's right.
graduate from college. So the question I ask is, where does the pipeline take me?
You know, that is a very difficult question for many people to answer. I know that President Obama and the U.S. Department of Education has been ranking where students get placed, what is their earning capacity for the average student, and it's a very concerning aspect of you investing so much time and you invest so much of your money into this educational process. You want to know that at the end of the 4-year degree, am I going to go to graduate school? If that's the case, what graduate school? Am I going to go and be able to get a job? One of the things that we know is true about millennials today, you experience it, I experience it, a great number of degrees, high unemployment. And they have worked really, really hard. So I love that you've pointed out to the students and to the parents, go and ask the recruitment office, who are your partners? Where have the students been placed? How are they doing in my field?
Absolutely.
You know, and the other thing I'm really concerned with is when you get that acceptance letter, does it mean that that is your only option? Some students feel like they're cornered. And what would you tell that student? I mean, they can look forward to transfer, right?
Right, you can, absolutely. As a matter of fact, you can look at different schools, and one school might be a stepping stone for you to transfer to another school. And so, and that's going to lead me to another piece. So let's look at schools, and just because you got accepted in the university does not necessarily mean you got accepted to a particular school within the university.
I want you to hold that thought because we're going to come back to that in our upcoming segment. I want to thank our outstanding guest from the Montgomery County Public Schools, the president-elect of the Maryland School Counselor Association. They do great work for us, Mr. Edward Reed. Together, we hope that we've gotten you a few steps closer to reading and hearing those fantastic words. Congratulations, you're in. Join us during our upcoming episodes where we will explore how to understand the financial aid offer and scholarship offer terms, knowing the difference between loans and grants, finding your mentor on your college campus, majors, minors, getting accepted to majors, getting accepted to your minor, just what Ed was talking about, and so very much more. Until next time, keep working towards your dreams until you hear the words, congratulations, you're in.